What's up, Nosy Geeks? My name is OMGWTF and welcome to Suprocker Saturday. If you are unfamiliar with what Suprocker Saturday is, well, it is one of the days of the week that I choose to play any game that I really want, such as the ongoing series we've been doing for quite a long time now, the arcade playthroughs of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Last week we did Magneto for Marvel, so this week we're going to go over to the Capcom side. And my team, as you already see, highlighted one of them, is, in my opinion, a little bit lazy, I will agree, but it's just going to be Team Devil May Cry. I chose Dante, Trish, and you'll see, I didn't know what to choose for her, so it's me a little bit of scrolling around here. And of course, last but not least, Virgil. It's everybody from the Devil May Cry series, and you know what, I'm actually surprised, I really messed up here a lot too. I usually only like to play on medium and have medium damage with the time off, and for some reason I couldn't do that, but here we go. Finally, we have our Devil May Cry team, and our first team we're going to be facing off against is Wesker, Arthur, and Ryu. And if you have been keeping up, keeping up with these arcade playthroughs, well, you'll already know then that I like to do, whoever I win the game with, at least I should say, whoever I defeat Galactus with, I like to give you information on that character I won. And this week around, I won it with Trish from the Devil May Cry series, so that's who we're going to give information on. Good old Trish. So, what I found from Wikipedia about him, by the way, I don't know how that didn't work on me, but whatever. Trish is a scantily dressed humanoid demon who bears a great resemblance to Dante's deceased mother, Eva. She is a creation of the demon emperor Mundus. As a result of her demonic nature, she possesses supernatural powers of enhanced strength and agility, accelerated healing, and the ability to wield lightning. So she's like Storm and Wolverine in one, I guess. Trish is initially introduced in Devil May Cry. She also appears in the Devil May Cry Volume 2 novel, Devil May Cry the Animated Series, and Devil May Cry 4. She's a playable character in the bonus section of Devil May Cry 2. This section is not part of the game's plot, though. In the PlayStation 2 version of Beautiful Joe, in which Dante also appears, she's in the PlayStation portable game Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble, and in the crossover fighting game Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. In Devil May Cry, she hires Dante to help stop Mundus' plan to conquer the human world by opening a gate to the demon world on Mallet Island. Later in the game, Dante learns that she is actually a servant of Mundus, and that her resemblance to Eva is part of the plan to lure Dante to the island so that Mundus servants can kill him. However, she develops feelings for Dante and helps him defeat Mundus. In the game's epilogue, she and Dante are shown working together as partners of the renamed Devil Never Cry office. In the animated series, she has since gone solo, although she occasionally takes work alongside Dante, who has given her an open invitation to come back at any time. Trish reappears in Devil May Cry 4, once more working with Dante. She disguises herself as Gloria, not a Gloria, what am I saying? An executive of the Holy Knights in Order of Sparta, a religious organization that worships Sparta as a god. She reaches this high position shortly after joining the cult by presenting the order's leader, Sanctus, with Sparta's sword, for which some members appear to be suspicious of her. She eventually reveals her identity when Sanctus attempts to complete a demonic structure known as the Savior, and she helps Dante and Nero defeat the Order. I've never played a Devil May Cry game, so that was a spoiler report to me, and I apologize if none of you have ever played Devil May Cry, and it's a spoiler to you also. I did not know that's what I copied. Trish is voiced by Sarah Lafleur, I think that's how it's pronounced, excuse me if I'm wrong, in the first Devil May Cry, Danielle Berguio in Devil May Cry 4, and Atsusu Tanaka in is her Japanese voice actor, and Lucia Christian is her English voice actor in the anime. Although it didn't give me the voice actor for her in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I don't know why it didn't. Either way, though, I don't know who her voice actor is. I'm assuming it's one of those guys, but another thing I like to do in here, since, you know, a lot of the Capcom characters, I don't have huge bios like I do for the Marvel characters, I like to, you know, tell you their interactions with some of the characters in this game. So first we're going to start off with the pre-fight dialogues and intros, which basically is some characters have special conversations when they're about to start a battle or when they're first in line up in the fight. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to see any of those with Trish because I always start off with Dante. But with Trish, let me scroll down to find her. Do 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 do. Wow, this is taking a while. Sorry, nerds and geeks. It's taking a while to like load at the same time, so yeah. Alright, so Trish only has 4 interactions, and when she starts the fight with Dante, she says, "I'll try not to leave visible marks." Versus Thor, she says, "So you're the god of thunder?" Really? Against Wesker, she says, "What kind of magic tricks are you going to show me?" And with Virgil, she says, "I thought a twin of Dante would be more fun." So next up, we're going to be talking about the call name. And this is basically during a fight, some characters tag on their partners, but call them out by their real name, nickname, etc. So for Trish, her call names for some people are... she only has 3 of those, and it's for Amtarashru, she says, "Here, Pooch." Captain America, she says, "Cap." And Phoenix Wright, she says, "Mr. Right." And next we're going to do the victory pose quotes, which, in addition to saying something at the beginning of the fight, some characters comment at the end of the fight if they're to knock out a certain character. And for good old Trishy here, her little sayings here. When she defeats Dante, she says, "Do I fight too dirty, Dante?" When she defeats Thor, she says, "You have similar powers, but you don't know me." Against Wesker, "What's so fun about taking over the universe?" And when she beats Virgil, "Well, you're as hard-headed as Dante, at least." Next up are the after-match win quotes. So the following victory quotes are given right after the match when the winning team and stage are shown in the text bubble. You know, like the comic book kind of thing. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. I never know how to explain these correctly. So for Trish, hers are when she defeats Dante, she goes, "Now we know who wears the pants in relationships." Against Morgan, she just says, "I don't care if you're a queen, princess, or court jester, you still lost and that's gotta hurt." Akuma, "As a former demon myself, I gotta ask you, is this really the life you want for yourself?" Against Arthur, "Don't worry about it, even guys blow it." Oh, even good guys blow it, excuse me. Virgil, "I don't know which one of you is the better fighter, but Dante could teach you a thing or two about having fun." And Dr. Strange, "As promised, the eye of Agamotto is now mine." Oh, you didn't promise? Minor details. Next up, we're going to be going over her assist quotes, which when a character is going to assist another character, they will say certain things, so on and so forth. Pretty self-explanatory, in all honesty. So Trish says, when she's calling for help, "A little help here," and when she's finished assisting whoever called her, she goes, "Hee hee." You know, giggles. I'm never doing it again. The next one we're going to do defeat quotes, which is basically just when they get beat and they say stuff. Simple as that. For Trish, she not saying anything? Apparently Trish doesn't say anything because she's not here. Alright. Well, I'm sorry for that one. Alright, so replacing fallen allies, basically when say if Dante was to go down, she would say something, and with both of them went down, they would say something. So with one ally remaining, she says, "What are you doing?" And when no allies are remaining, she says, "Now it's getting fun." And next up are the taunts. Basically, this is what they say when they taunt you, which I don't taunt. I really do. I taunt actually a lot. Anyway, Trish has 2 things. She actually yawns, and another one she says, "I'm already bored." Real quick, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm actually gonna try to look up who does her voice, since we do have some time left. Cause I feel so stupid. I didn't even look up her voice. I'm trying to. Huh. I don't remember the name of the website I usually go to. Ah, whatever.
Get ready for the
I'm looking.
So, you gonna fight or what?
Why did it click on that? Oops.
Get ready to brawl.
Aren't you glad you guys came here to watch the video of me searching for friggin' the voice actress for Trish? Ultimate Guitar. Oh, Spencer. Can't help. Spencer says some of the stupidest thing in this game. I just want to say that. Alright. Found it. I found it, nerds and geeks. Bionic arm. I'm waiting for it to load right now. And the sad thing is when I'm actually waiting for things to load, it lags my screen, so it sounds like I'm recording it, honestly. Anyway. Did she just say too much stimulation for you? Let me just find Trish real quick, nerds and geeks. There she is, good old Trishy. Dante! I'm sorry I'm being quiet. Okay, now that I have found it, she is voiced by Danielle Bergio in both the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate version, and her Japanese counterpart would be Atsuko Tanaka. So there's that. Either way, though, now that I finally have given you the name of her voice actor, I guess I'll give you some my opinion on Trish as a character in this game. Like I stated before, I've never actually played a Devil May Cry game. As much as sad as it is, I've never actually played one. I've considered doing them too, but I was excited to hear that Dante was in the game, even though I never knew about him. He was a new character that really felt, you know, he fit the game, and a lot of people were like, oh, they should put Nero in the game, and I don't know Nero. I know Deadpool makes a joke about Nero. Like I said, I don't know Nero, so I don't know if he's better than Dante or nothing, but to my knowledge, Dante is the main character of the series. And, you know, Trish, from what I understood, she wasn't a playable character, so I don't know why she's put in this game, but I don't mind, actually, because I kind of like her in the game. When she first, I'm not gonna lie, when she first came in the game, I was a bit upset because I was like, they're gonna put a girl who's not a playable character in the game to be in the game. I didn't understand that. But you know, she's fun to play as, and especially since I did this one, I'm not gonna lie. Out of everybody on my team, I thought I was only good with Virgil, but I proved myself wrong because I was doing good with both Dante and Trish, in my opinion. And I honestly am not doing justice to any of these characters because I've seen people do 10 times better with both of them, but I had fun playing as this team. And as I said, I'm surprised I did as well as I did. But I like the fact that Trish is in the game, even though she's not a playable character and she hasn't even been like a main character throughout the entire series. I think it's cool that she's in the game. I approve. And her as a character, basically, well, like I said, I've never played the Devil May Cry series, so I don't feel it's right for me to judge a character that I've never witnessed except for in this game. This is my only, and I mean it, my only interaction with Trish, so can't really give you my opinion on her, nerds and geeks. Wouldn't be justified, honestly. But from what I see in this game, at least, she's cool. I think she's got some neat powers, and she definitely, I don't know, I like Trish, I really do, and I think she adds a little bit of cool factor to this game. I approve of all the Devil May Cry characters, and I think 3 is actually a pretty good amount, and I'm glad they didn't, you know, overdo it with Devil May Cry characters. I feel like 3 is a good representative of a game, would be the most. Like, you hear that? You hear that? Street Fighter 3 is a good representation, not 4 and a clone. No. 3 is a good representation of a game. If you're going to have more than one character from the same game, I feel like 3 is a good one. Just make sure they're good characters, though. Like, for me, I said this before, the Darkstalkers games, I don't really feel Senko should have been this game, and I'm kind of on this fence with Felicia, honestly.
Let's rock.
That's Virgil for you. Ever since I read that, I kind of got a little bit of more of an understanding than for these Devil May Cry characters. I don't know. Devil May Cry seems like a pretty good game franchise. I know they just recently rebooted it, and Dante looks a little bit weirder. Apparently, from what I heard, Devil May Cry fans were like, why'd you change Dante? I kind of like this Dante better, the one with the... I like this one better, not the blonde hair one that I chose, but the one with the red coat. I like that Dante better, even though I've never played it. But it's not because, I grew up with that Dante and he's my Dante. It's more as like, I think he looks cooler than the one now. It's just, to me, it looks too modernized. Like, I miss the day where, you looked at your game characters and they looked badass. Nowadays, it's just like, really? Why does he have to look like he's normal, living in our world? I just want to say this now. I fuck the Heralds up. I'm not even lying. In my opinion, I did freaking hella good when I was fighting the Heralds. Like, I don't know how I did this good. All I know is, look at that. Honestly, if you look at my other playthroughs, I never really do that good against the Heralds, but this time around, I did pretty good. I might have to start learning a little bit more of Dante in this team. Maybe not Virgil, because from what I hear, Virgil's like the most cheapest freaking character in the world, and I honestly don't do the guy justice. Like, I feel like I'm good with Zero until I see everybody else. But I like Dante and I like Trish, and I like them. It's funny though, because I used to say Dante was the cheapest character in this game when it first came out, because it kind of was, and now Virgil's the one that takes the claim. So it's like the Devil May Cry characters are cheap, apparently. I think they're like why they're so cheap is because they have so many moves, which is cool. And this, I originally actually wanted it to be Dante. Like, honestly, I'm gonna let you guys in on a thing. Usually, the character that I start with is my intended character I want to end it with. Sometimes it just doesn't work like that, and I don't know why it doesn't. But this world isn't lacking in demons for me to kill. That's for sure. You can turn the page now, Steve. Bamf. And like all demons, they lie like rugs. Rugs? For the last time, Fabeline, I am not a demon. Yeah, Fuzzy. I've heard it all before. Well, in case you guys are unfamiliar with who that guy Trish was going after, that was Nightcrawler of the X-Men. And it's about the same ending from the previous, original vanilla Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but, it's an interesting ending. Do I feel they probably could have done a better ending with Trish? I do think they could have done something better, but, whatever. I think it's a neat ending. I think Nightcrawler would have been a fucking excellent character to play, but that's neither here nor now. We'll talk about that once we finally do our review. But, nothing much changed from the original one for her ending, except that, different words here or there. But as always, Nerds and Geeks, this is the end of this week's edition of the arcade playthroughs of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Join me next time where we take control of a Marvel character. And as always, I have been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, Nerds and Geeks. And I will see you guys next week once we continue on. And you want to tune in for Suprocker Sunday where we continue on with our Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL arcade playthroughs. Well, you're more than welcome to. But like I said, as always, I am OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, and I will see you guys next week. So until then, you guys have yourselves a great day.